In this video, I'm going to be kind of boring, scientific, and informative as possible, so bear with me on this. But this is going to basically be a video on how Bop-A-Beats came to be, and I have two games that came out prior that are actually very important to the development of Bop-A-Beats. Let's start with New Jam Guitar, which I do happily own. But anyway, New Jam Guitar is basically what happens when you take the beat bop version of Bop It and make it its own game. You have the slider, which you either up or down, the neck, which you twist, and the strum that's either up or down. But also, I should point out that while this game is poorly built, that is not Dan Klitsner's fault. He was rushed into making the game under a short period of time, I believe. But I honestly really like this game. It's kind of underrated. So I'm gonna do a little bit of gameplay, like a little gameplay demonstration, and you'll see why. Now you might just think I'm playing this for like just to play it, but no, this is actually very important in the context of Bop-A-Beats' existence, because roughly, I believe, 1 year after we got Groove It, which I can't actually play Groove It because you have to lose 3 times to end the game entirely. But basically, what the game is there's these sensors, these lights that have sensors on them. Not sure if those are showing up. But this is another example that Dan Klitsner really loves music. And this actually came out 1 year after New Jam Guitar. And actually, this game sold pretty terribly during its inception. It was poorly received and it bombed horribly. So, before I go to Bop-A-Beats, I should state for the record the most important part of how this came to be. Bop-A-Beats, I don't believe that was the original name during its creation, like its development. But what you have to understand is that Hasbro and Dan Klitsner, not with each other, were in real trouble at the time, from what I'm able to gather. Because according to Dan Klitsner himself, I have reached out to him and talked about this with him. Him and Hasbro had actually been trying to incorporate music into a Bop-A game for years. I believe it was copyright issues, contract disputes, or something like that. But this is the end result. Bop-A-Beats. And it is the greatest thing ever. I'll play a little bit of it to showcase how this thing came to be, like how great this game is. Everyone who's in the electronic gaming community already knows this game is awesome, but for newcomers, you're gonna want to check this out. This is a mandatory viewing video to understand the development of this game.
Bop-A-Beats is the house. Classic. Bop it to start. Scratch it. Bop it. Scratch it. Spin it. Spin it. Spin it. Bop it. Yikes! First time spin it. Score. 6.
So, I know that might seem like I was like rushing a little bit, but that is a lot of the information that I was able to gather, most of it from Dan Klitsner directly on Instagram, and some of it I was able to piece everything together. But what I'm basically trying to say is that because of Dan's love of music, we got New Jam Guitar. After that, 1 year after, we got Groove It. And actually, not a lot of people who haven't seen my interview with Dan Klitsner do not know this, but Groove It was actually instrumental in the development cycle for Simon Air. I will get into that in the same video, but that'd take up way too much time because it is kind of complicated. Not as complicated as Bop-A-Beats' development cycle, but still kind of complicated. But it is clear that the man loves music because, obviously, Bop-A-Beats exists. It is the greatest thing ever. So yeah, it's basically me explaining how Bop-A-Beats came to be. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Earthworm Gemini 4, signing out.